I raced here just before he was 7 months old at the Boston Marathon in 2011.
Right.
And then again in 2013. But.
Yeah, and by the way, you were here with him and had just gone back to your hotel when you heard the bombing.
Yes.
Just take a quick second on that, because I was just stunned to read, there's so much in here, but I was stunned to read that you had ended up having to take your son to a therapist because he had also heard the bombings and seen your fear afterwards.
Yeah, it feels silly to say, but I actually thought we were going to die that day.
But wait a minute.
I mean, I was
Who
safe
here
in the
didn't think
hotel.
that- I mean, you know, yeah, that's
But
not
my
so.
little sister was not here. Usually my family comes, and she wasn't able to come, and she called and she was in a panic. She said that they're saying on Fox that there's a bomb in your hotel at where the press conference is, and she had come before and watched me run and knew that that was the same hotel. Everything took place in the same place, and she was like, you have to get out, you know? And I was just crying and so scared, and I couldn't believe that we were gonna die over running.
Yeah.
And I have extended family here tonight. I couldn't believe that their lives are in danger for running. And I had a really hard time. I was very obsessed with following the story, finding out who did it, were they gonna be captured, and we had flown from here to Minnesota to visit my grandparents and my mom. And when we got back to Colorado, my son just wasn't himself. He was about 2.5 at the time, and he's an animal lover. But he would like cry when I would leave to run, and he was angry at Adam, and he was being kind of violent with the animals. And finally, I talked to someone who said, you need to bring him in. And we went to this child psychologist, and he put all these little play figure people out. And then he gave him a black ball, and he said, what happened? And he smashed all of the Playmobil people off, and he said, there was a big boom, and mommy got scared, and a lot of people got hurt. And we had to go to this therapist for a while because he had anxiety because of how I reacted, most likely. But it was just, you know, I feel awkward talking about it because we were all safe. My family was safe, the extended family was safe. But it really impacted my life.
I think in this room you can talk about it in that way. We're coming up on the 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's very stressful for everyone.